Thanks to the support as a channel member, Aiden C97. Well, I'm continuing to push really hard to get us promoted to the Premier League in what is realistically probably the final season of the save, looking at a calendar. The game is pushing equally hard in the opposite direction and trying to force us into the playoffs one more time. I'm not sure which one of us is going to win. Hello and welcome to part 131 of Bourne in the USA. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode, we have two games for you in the championship. We're away against Kansas and at home against Cincinnati. Since the last episode, mixed form, although we have won a couple of games back-to-back, which is very useful. But you look at this run here, which I think the previous episode was somewhere in the middle of it. That's what, 2 wins in 12 games. We had a similarly poor run there. I don't know how we're still in an automatic promotion spot. We're actually only 3 points off the top of the table. Our goal difference is as good as New Mexico's and both of us better than everybody else. It does feel like we're the two teams that should be going up, but there's a lot of teams breathing down our neck and we do need to keep on winning. Starting with this game against Kansas City today. So this is the team that we're going to be sending there to try and pick up a result. It's Rosales in goal. I'm back for Facelli, Mitchell, Saldana and Akers, Malibran and Allen in midfield, Pardo and Pesatore out wide, Davies and Pearson up front. Come on, boys. We really want to end this series in the Premier League. I know we've talked a little bit about how it would be nice to maybe play one season in the Premier League. Realistically, like I say, looking at a calendar, looking at how long a season takes to do, it's just not going to be realistic. I think to fit it in, there's a few bits and bobs we need to do before the FM22 beta comes out, not least of which is the LOLLUJO Cup, which I've been promising you since this time last year. So we need a week to fit that in. I'd quite like to just have a breather, like a few days, maybe a week between the end of FM21 and the start of FM22, just to catch my breath and get ready for what is a busy few months. It's awesome. It is the busiest, most exciting, most fun time of the year. But you do need to go in it on 100% match fitness and readiness. And I ain't going to be if I go straight into it from this. So we need to be getting this wrapped up. It is going to be the final season. It would be nice for us to win promotion. Although part of me thinks the game has got it absolutely right. And it would be the perfect end to the story we've told, to end it with a playoff final win, but that feels like leaving far too much in the hands of chance based on how our playoff form has been throughout this save. So I want to go up automatically and then we'll do a 5 years in the future and hopefully they'll stay there. We'll stay there. Rosales does not want to play in the Premier League, it seems. We've had a couple of mistakes from him recently. We do bring Big Kev in and then he does similar things. Both goalkeepers are a nightmare. This is a problem. Orange County are winning. We're losing. Kansas City are actually a team that we might face in the playoffs if we end up in the playoffs. But we're 1-0 down. And that is not really what we were hoping for today. So if we could turn this around, that would be super. Facelli with the cross. It's a lovely cross as well. What a cross. And there's the finish from Pesatore. It's our two Italian youngsters combining. Facelli with an absolutely perfect cross. And Pesatore wasn't going to miss. It was on a plate for him. And that is a very good equaliser. What a cross. Goalkeeper has no chance. Defence have no chance. Beautiful. New Mexico don't have any of the problems we're having. They're not stuttering over the finish line. They're already 5-0 up. Although it said 5-0 there, we've just had the update for 4-0. So I assume we're going to get the 5-0 update in a second. But what we could really use now is a winning goal, please. Because a draw still isn't enough to keep us in the automatic promotion spots. Because Orange County are winning their game. I'm not sure how much they're winning it by. They're winning 1-0 against Hartford. So we need to win this one to stay level on points with them and then use our goal difference to stay ahead of them. We can't start dropping points again. Right. What are we going to do? We're not going to do anything. We'll do this. I look at this bench and I'm just so uninspired by it. We'll bring Axel Torres on. But there's not really much in the way of attacking options there, I don't think. Tobin is a decent finisher. Orange County have conceded. They're now drawing. See, we didn't need to do anything. We might bring Tobin on for Davies because Davies has been very, very quiet today. So he can come on up there. If we could grab a winner, boys, we'll actually have a little bit of daylight between us and Orange County, which would be absolutely perfect. Rosales with the goal kick, playing it up towards Torres. Torres kind of ran away from it there. I wouldn't put any blame on the kick itself. The player was under it and then just kept on running like a big old buffoon. 5 minutes to go in this game. Can somebody get a foot in and get the ball up the other end of the pitch? Or just let them play aimless balls like that. It's a weird highlight to be seeing, though. Ball forward for Tobin. It's flicked on. Torres, can he get there first? He can. And he finds himself through on goal. Axel Torres, and he scores! A first goal of the season for Torres. And what an important goal it is. It's Kansas City 1, Bourne 2. And if the result stays the same in the Orange County game, this could be a huge leap towards automatic promotion for us. What a finish. Is the daylight there? I need to know what's going on in the Orange County game. Meanwhile, Kansas City, they're not done. They're coming on the attack again. And Akers is there to clear. Can we have no more highlights, please? This is plenty. I'm happy with things as they are. We don't need any more highlights. Please stop. Akers, he is involved in everything at the moment. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. He certainly seems to be doing his job, getting the ball clear time and time again. But they do seem to be targeting him and coming down this side, and I'm not really sure why they're doing that. And we've given away a free kick through Pesatore, and this is a scary, scary moment. We're about to hit 89 minutes in this game, and Rosales this time, no mistake from him, clutches the ball out of the sky, and fingers crossed, that should be enough to see us over the finish line. 1 minute left of time added on, and it is another Kansas City attack. And this is where we need somebody to... I'll take a red card here. We just need a crunching tackle. Please, somebody crunch him with a tackle. Has it been disallowed? Has it been disallowed? I think the referee is disallowing it. Oh, referee. Come on. Come on, VAR. Don't fail me now. That's another very big moment. Goal disallowed. And there's 10 seconds left in this match. Just kick it a long, long way, please. Or do this. Take your time taking the kick. He uses the full 10 seconds there. We've skipped back to the highlight again, but it doesn't matter. We've won the match. And that is a massive win. Let's just check in on Orange County to make sure they did drop points. If they did, that's huge for our hopes for automatic promotion. Come on, let me see. They did. We're actually still in a race with New Mexico, and Orange County starting to fall back. Starting to dream a little bit here. Well, I guess the goalkeeper debate is over because Rosales has broken his leg. That's him done. The problem we've got is Big Kev is also currently injured. He's been out with a pulled calf muscle. He's going to have to play because although we do have a couple of decent young goalkeepers, they're both out on loan. So we are down to one goalkeeper only for the rest of the season. It is Big Kev, which means we probably don't need a grayed out goalkeeper on the bench. I know you lot love it when I have goalkeepers on the bench anyway. I guess we can put Big Frank Baron onto the bench. That makes sense. So other than the Big Kev change, the rest of the team is the same team that you saw in the last match. Let's go and pick up another win. That would be really, really handy. At this point, we're at home against Cincinnati. I haven't checked where Cincinnati are in the league. Whoa. No, we will do a team talk. Thank you very much. So Cincinnati are 18th. This should be a win for us. Orange County away against El Paso, who are mid-table. We need to keep an eye on Orlando as well, who are a football team. Didn't see who they were playing. Bottom line, if we win, we go a long step towards the promotion up into the Premier League, which we'll hopefully then be able to secure in the next episode. Pearson on the left-hand side crosses to Pesatore, and it's a 14th goal of the season for Franco Pesatore. We took a risk on him in the summer. He is on a lot of money and doesn't speak the language. We're still far too afraid to pay for language courses after they put us into administration earlier on in the series. So he was a big risk, but he is paying off. That's 2 very important goals now in this video. I guess we've been looking down. We should probably look up at New Mexico as well, because if we continue to win, this will be a 4th win in the row if we pull this off. If we continue to win, there is only a 3-point gap between us and New Mexico. They just have to drop some points. Big Kev on one leg, making a very good save there to push it behind for the corner. And it remains 1-0, but Cincinnati with the corner. This is where you want Big Kev to dominate his 6-yard box, but I guess doing that with a pulled calf is easier said than done. The one advantage he's got is at 6'5", he doesn't have to do much jumping. He probably just step forward with his hands at eye level and catch most corners. But all the same, we don't want him to pick up an aggravation of the injury, because we're certainly not going to be able to get Rosales to play with a broken leg. I don't know if we'd be able to recall one of the goalkeepers and register them somehow as an emergency. I know I've heard people talk many times over the years about being able to do emergency goalkeepers in Football Manager. I've never seen it done. I've never done it myself. I don't know how to do it. So I don't know if there's a way to loan somebody in or bring in a free transfer, or, like I say, recall one of our own young goalkeepers if that situation does come up. I don't really want to have to find out. Let's keep Big Kev fit. And there's a lot of scrambling around in the penalty area there, but the ball does end up clear. As it stands currently, we're 4 points clear of Orange County and only 1 point behind New Mexico. So I guess New Mexico still drawing. We've extended our lead to 2 goals. Pesatore is in again. What a player he's becoming. Bourne's number 7. And it's now 2-0 to us. Presumably both New Mexico and Orange County both still 0-0 in their games. We'll keep an eye on those for updates as things progress. Our goal difference, because of those last couple of matches when New Mexico, I think, won 5-0, our goal difference, we were both equal on 34 at the start of the episode. They've still got 2 goals on us at the moment. It's down to 1 goal because New Mexico have gone behind. Now, if we score again, they've equalised immediately. For a second there, I thought there was a way we could end the episode top of the league. Malibran's picked up an injury, so Wilkinson can come on for him at half-time. I haven't seen what Orange County are up to. They're still 4 points behind us, though. So fingers crossed. That means they're done pestering us. Pesatore playing it out to Facelli and then flying into the penalty area. He wants a hat-trick. He's in for his hat-trick, but it's straight at the goalkeeper this time. I thought he was going to grab a third, and they've all come via Facelli as well. Those two really starting to team up well. We were messing around playing Facelli in midfield when he first arrived. But he's settled in as our left back now and doing very well. Akers is just no nonsense, isn't he? Just any time the ball comes near him, he just levers it in whatever direction he's facing. You saw it again there. I mean, it is quite effective. There's no flair to him. Pesatore has picked up an injury. That is the last thing we wanted to see, a potential knee injury. Get Tobin on straight away and hope that that's nothing that's going to keep him out for any significant number of games. We have 6 games remaining after this one. Oh, Big Kev. This is what I mean. I said this before. Whichever one of our goalkeepers is in, they're both so prone to stuff like that. Let's have a look at it from the other angle. It's a shot from, you can't blame this on your calf, Kev. It's just straight at him. Straight at him, and he palms it into the top corner. 2-1. Let's not let Cincinnati back into the game, but we've now had a defensive mistake. We've lost our best player. Tobin trying to point out that that's no big loss, though, as he comes down the right-hand side, but immediately gives the ball away. And Saldana, luckily, is there to head it back clear again. Joe Allen, not that one, playing it forward, looking for Davies, but he's been very quiet. Both Davies and Pearson have been very quiet in this episode, and that is an interesting goal kick. Big Kev now, again, probably doesn't want to be doing that. He's all right theoretically all right standing there palming the ball away. What he doesn't want to be doing is kicking the ball half the length of a football pitch with a pulled calf. Pearson with the cross. Davies is there, but couldn't force it past the goalkeeper. It was a big opportunity for Davies, and hopefully we don't end up ruining the missed opportunity. Tobin with an in-swinging corner. It evades everybody again. We're getting the chances and just not capitalising on them. We just need someone, anyone, to get a hold of the ball, stick it into the back of the net to give us a little bit of comfort again. That person is going to be Axel Torres. We're going to bring him on. Pearson can play as the false 9 because Torres scored in the last game. Let's let him try and be a hero again and maybe just put the game beyond doubt. Of Cincinnati, is that they've got a player missing. They must have had too many injuries because they've not had a red card. They're doing some very odd stuff, shifting those 2-3s around. And I think they've forgotten they're trying to get back into a football match and they're just too busy doing... I mean, they're basically playing foosball, moving their players across in lines of 3. But it might be about to work. Oh, it goes just wide. And Big Kev had it covered. No, never any doubt with Big Kev. Anyone called Kev, great, in my experience. Tobin nods it down to Pearson, but Pearson can't get there. There's still 3 minutes left in this game, and Cincinnati, despite being down to 10 men, are the team on the attack. And they've done us from range again. Oh, Big Kev, you frustrating man. You frustrating man. We're going I mean, there's a minute left. We're going to go attacking. You never know. It's not a particularly great shot. That's the really annoying thing about this. Well, Orange County are now level on points with us again. It looks like New Mexico, I think all 3 of us have dropped points there. So in the grand scheme of things, it hasn't made things worse off dropping those points, but it is a missed opportunity to try and drag ourselves a little bit closer to the promised land. We remain, as we were at the start of the episode, 3 points behind New Mexico, level on points with Orange County. Nothing has changed across those 2 matches. 6 games to go. And as I said in the intro, I'm doing everything I can to try and get us to the Premier League. And the game is fighting back. We'll be back in the next episode with the final 2 games of the season, where fingers crossed we can finally get this job done. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.